Today I'm bringing you a recipe for one of my pantry staples. It's a homemade Cajun seasoning, and we're gonna be cooking up some Cajun grilled shrimp. Now, I love making my own spice blends at home. I love making spice blends so much I turn it into a whole business where I make my own seasoning blends and sell them. But true to my roots, I think developing and sharing seasoning recipes is a great way for you to cut your teeth in the backyard barbecue game, because this is where you can really start to customize flavors that you and your family love. Now, we love this Cajun seasoning on shrimp and seafood, but we also love it in jambalaya or sprinkled in some gumbo. It's got a great mix of savory and a little bit of heat with some smoked paprika and some oregano for a little bit of herbiness. It covers all of the flavor bases, and I think you're gonna love this one. So here's how you make it. It's pretty simple. You literally just combine all of the ingredients in the jar. I start with some flaky kosher salt. Now you can find the exact ratios for all of this in the printable recipe. We'll link that in the video description. Smoked paprika. This adds a good amount of smoky flavor and also some really beautiful rich red color. Black pepper, cayenne pepper. Now this is where you can start to customize really. This is a decent amount of cayenne pepper, which means it's gonna deliver a nice layer of heat in there. You can cut this in half or even more than half if you really don't like a lot of spice. Onion powder, garlic powder, ground mustard for a little bit of zippiness, some dried oregano, and some white pepper. Get that all into a jar or a bowl, mix it up, and you're ready to go. Now, I prefer making this in smaller batches because I can use it a little bit more quickly and I know it'll all stay fresh. But if you want to double, triple, quadruple this, you can actually use my printable recipe on the website itself, and you can adjust the quantity, and it will automatically calculate any increases for you with how much you want to make at home, so you can have a big batch on hand. Now that we have the Cajun seasoning made, let's make some Cajun grilled shrimp. This is a super simple recipe. We bust this one out on weeknights all of the time. We'll serve it with pasta and some grilled veggies. Totally perfect supper. I've got a couple tablespoons of melted butter. I'm gonna mix in about a tablespoon of my Cajun seasoning. So you kind of get this gorgeous Cajun butter situation happening. That gets brushed on the outside of the shrimp right before they hit the grill. I like to grill my shrimp on skewers. I just think it's easier to maneuver them around on the grill when they're all stuck together, but you don't have to. Look at that. That is luscious. Flip them over, get both sides. Now these shrimp go directly over the high heat on your grill. They only take about 3 to 4 minutes per side, depending on how big your shrimp are. If they're smaller, cut down the time a little bit. If they're bigger, they might take a little longer. You're looking for shrimp that are opaque and firm all the way throughout with a beautiful pink color and some nice char on the outside. After just a few minutes putting that rub together, a few minutes of cook time, the shrimp is ready to go. It seriously came together so fast. The smells coming off of here are ridiculous. Now these would be amazing with some rice, some roasted veggies, and you've got a whole supper in just a couple of minutes. I like to finish with a squeeze of fresh lime. I think that acidity really sets off the butteriness that we got in the shrimp, and also some of the heat that we have from the cayenne pepper in that Cajun seasoning blend. This is a simple meal, but it's totally impactful and incredibly delicious. I hope you give this one a try. If you do, let me know what you think about it, but especially what kind of tweaks you made to make this Cajun seasoning blend your own. See you next time. Dude, that is so good. Oh, and there's a little bit of that heat. Yeah, that's delicious.